It's motherfucking Dark Souls time, baby. Yeah. Alright, cool. Looks like the stream is working well. Welcome to I have this stream called Stinkmire's Beguiling Journey. That one was off the dome. I took zero time. I was like, all right. So last, oh shit, I have my fucking game volume up like crazy because I was what's it? Because I was doing fucking what is it? Doom the Dark Ages yesterday, so I had the music up. Um, but yeah, because uh my last stream was called like Sharpmire's Sharpmire's Epic Quest, so I just named this one Stinkmire's Beguiling Journey. I think I, I was like, what's a funny word I can use as a substitute for epic? Fucking beguiling. Yeah, that works. So yeah, fucking. Eventually, it's just gonna be fucking shitmeister mode or some shit like that. I don't know if you're allowed to curse in the stream titles, but yeah. Anyways, so last time we were exploring this area, there was like a couple of those big motherfuckers. Damn, I look crazy. There's a couple of those big motherfuckers that were very spooky and scary. And then I don't remember where exactly I was going to. Like I can't remember if I had found the next place to go or if I was still on the way to finding it. So I guess I'm gonna figure that out in a second. Um, Fucking, I would have started my stream earlier. Okay, these dudes they got tracking on their shit is crazy. Um. Oh, okay. See ya, big dog. But yeah, we started the stream earlier, but fucking. All right, we're done. Good stream, boys. I'm out. But add down peanut butter. My girlfriend wanted to get little cheeses after work. After I was off work, which was earlier today, because my weekend shifts are they start and end earlier than my weekday shifts. So I was off at like 7, maybe like a tiny bit past 7, but a comparable amount of time, close to 7. And so went to Little Cheeses for a little hot and ready, and also she wanted to get some cheesy bread as well, and a 2 liter of Pepsi Zero. That's our go-to whenever we're there. I'm not making this what I'm doing right now. I'm not making this like the run where I figure shit out. I'm just kind of exploring so I can reacquaint myself with the area before I actually go ahead, because I'm not going to go ahead with the amount of Estus flasks I've already used. But yeah, I got off work, went over to Little Caesars. It's like 7:30-ish whenever I got there. Fuck. Jesus Christ, okay. Yeah, so it was like 7:30 whenever I got over there. And they were pretty packed. It's like a very small building, so packed for them is like 2 people. But it did actually have a decent amount of people in there, like maybe 3 or 4, with more coming and going. It's kind of like one of those ones where, it's like one of like a TV show or something, and like someone leaves like a scary area, and they're like, you don't want to go in there. Someone did that for me while I was fucking, whenever I was on my way in. Someone, like, lady was walking out, she's like, hold on. She was on the way in, or she was on the way out while I was going in, and she was like, "It's very busy in there," like a fucking foreshadowing ass warning. And I was like, haha, yeah, I can tell. Your mama. So I went in and placed my order at like 7:30. Hot and ready, cheesy bread, and a 2-liter. And I got out of there at like 8. Yoink. Let's see if I can get this off. No. Okay. So it took him like 30 minutes. Bro was like, yeah, it'll be like 10 to 15. And I knew that it wasn't going to be, but I figured maybe like 20. So I went and waited in my car for like the first 10 minutes, and then I headed in. After 10 minutes, and I was still in there for like fucking 20 minutes just standing around. And I didn't want to, because it's not like they could like text your number or something whenever it's in, because I ordered in person, so they were just going to call it out whenever it was done. So after those first 10 minutes, I was like, alright, well, now I kind of just got to wait and see, hopefully they get it done within a timely manner, but I don't really have a choice if not, because either that or I would just be coming in and out of the car every 10 minutes to see if they finished up, and that would be annoying mostly on me, but also on them. But either way, so I got my food an hour after I got off of work, and then, not to say that it takes me an hour to eat, but kind of takes me an hour to eat. Not really. Alright, so fuck these guys. But then I got home and, what's it? And ate, and then got changed, and I watched like fucking 3 episodes of King of the Hill. Because for some reason, my For You page on TikTok just has full episodes of King of the Hill, and anytime one of them comes on, I'm like, ooh, I need to watch this entire thing right now. They are like slightly sped up, so it's not like I'm watching a full like normal pace episode. It's more so like it's like 1.5 times speed episodes, but they're pretty good. Low key, King of the Hill, I wouldn't say slept on. Like, it is one of, it's like a very popular show from back whenever I was a kid, and even before then. And I wasn't able to appreciate it whenever I was a kid, but as an adult, oh yeah, shit's gas. Excuse me, sir. It's okay. Man, running through this area is not the move, unfortunately. But I think maybe that portion is not where I'm going to want to be going. Yeah, that works. I'm gonna try up instead. But yeah, so I was like watching like in the time span from when I got home to before I got on, I watched 3 episodes. I did finish up one right before getting on. Like, I was in the middle of watching it, and so I was like ready to start, but I was like, I want to finish this episode. And yeah, they're pretty good. I don't think I've watched a single one of those episodes so far that hasn't entertained me at least somewhat. I might actually just like start watching that, like, not on TikTok, like just normally, like a real human being. Hello. Okay, wow. 2 hits cause bleed to Madre. Oh, hello, gentlemen. My mistake. But yeah, so that's why I'm on, or why I'm streaming like 2 hours after I was off work. I blame Little Cheeses, but I got me my Pepsi Zero. Underrated gem. I don't even drink diet soda. I don't drink soda often anyways, but whenever I used to drink it more, Can I light? Okay, I can light my torches off of these. Okay, I didn't realize that. I saw that as I was walking past it, but I didn't get enough time to read it, but that's actually pretty cool. I mean, yeah, they fucking better let me do that. If they're gonna force me to light my torch instead of just letting me have one. But yeah, so took me a little while, but I'm on. And this fucking game, dude. Hello, gentlemen. There was something up here, if I recall correctly. Let's see. Oh yeah, I remember. It's like this little fuck-ass area. I'm actually surprised he didn't get killed. Yeah, work was alright today. Oh my God. 2 hits to bleed is crazy work. Yeah, and there isn't anything up there anyways. Ooh, I didn't... Oh, I forgot about that little goober. But yeah, work is alright today. It's very slow. I don't think I've talked about what I do. I remember this room. I thought surprised the door wasn't open. Ah, fuck me. Yeah, because I remember doing that. And then, obviously, I did that over there. So I'm surprised the door wasn't open. I'm just gonna die, unfortunately. I don't really feel like using a poison thing. Okay, so that's where the dog area is, so I don't think I have to go up that way anymore, because it looks like it's just gonna lead to past the dog area, so good to know. But yeah, work was alright. Between last stream and now, I've changed jobs at the same place. I'm just in a different position. I'm in the service department of a dealership. That is as much information as you're gonna get. You freaks! So I write up the cars, and there was not a lot of shit happening today. I told my friend earlier, like, you know, call me a car with a valve cover gasket leak, because I was just getting fucking a shit ton of oil changes. Unfortunately, oil changes pay like nothing. Like pay me nothing, rather. So whenever someone gets an oil change, I'm getting paid like $1, maybe, you know, if I'm lucky. And then whenever, you know, the goal is, you know, you get them in the door with an oil change, and then you know, ideally get some other shit done while they're here, so that you can make some more money. I mean, I don't mean to make this sound like I'm, like, trying to profit off of other people's cars, but I am. Like, that is my job. And we don't make recommendations on your car that you don't need. Or, at least I don't. you know, some technicians, they won't double check a service history to see if some stuff has been done. So, you know, like sometimes you'll get a duplicate recommendation, but that's my job to double check on. Because I am not going to recommend you to do something that you've already done in the past, unless I like just don't have any time to double check the service history, which typically is not going to be the case. All right, so that was just a fucking gang rape. So I got like, yeah, I got essentially nothing today. Like everybody that I went over the recommendations with, they're like, not today. I think we'll do them next time, which means they're never gonna get it done. Because next time means they have no idea what it was that was recommended last time, because they're not gonna remember in like 5 months, unless they like took notes or some shit, which some people do, but most people don't. Yeah. So got a lot of nothing today. I got one that was, it's going to be something tomorrow, whenever the part comes in for it. But the part isn't in today. So today it's nothing. Today I closed like the entire day. I closed like 7.5 hours. Part of that is because a couple of the tickets that I had open, I couldn't close today. I had to wait, or I have to wait till tomorrow, because I have to like, one of them, I had to submit a claim to our extended warranty people, but they're not open today, so I couldn't get the coverage. I know how much they were covering for it, so the client is, you know, already gone and everything is paid for. They just had kind of like a deductible on it, but I still don't have payment from the warranty company because I quote-unquote don't know how much they're covering. I know how much they're covering, but I don't have like a claim number because it still needs approval from them, and I know they're gonna approve it. It was a nail in a tire, and the nail was like fucking like directly in the shoulder, which is not patchable in the slightest. Oh, you guys actually followed me. But yeah, the nail was in a very obviously unpatchable area, and so I was like, okay, yeah, I already know that they're not going to cover this 100%. They will cover some of it, but not 100%. So I was like, yep, like, I know how much they're going to cover. I'll just have you pay the deductible of like 20-something bucks, and we'll be good. Okay, I'm actually making some progress right now. Oh. Okay. Okay, it seems like I would normally be able to do this, but I don't know what they want me to attack. So, I'll come back to that in a second. Excuse me, sir.
I see light, but I am Carillion, and I've no interest in them.
Fair enough.
Yes,
Fair enough. Alright, I have no idea what is going on there, and I don't really care. Yeah, so I've got one where I gotta just wait for the claim to be approved tomorrow before I even get in. It'll get approved, and I just gotta put it in, and then the ticket will be able to close. And then I got a second one where our dealership sales side is the one that sells the extended warranties, and we are the ones that honor the extended warranties. Now, this is mysterious as fuck. Excuse me. No, come on back, come on back. Why are the two of you? yeah, so our extended warranty people, you can buy a lot of plans with them, and they're pretty nice. The plan that I don't see a ton, but I do see some of, is the maintenance plan. So they will cover, you know, this much for oil changes, this much for tire rotations, and then, you know, you get it done. Now, we for cars that are the make that our dealership sells, you know, we are a specific dealership for a specific make of car. I'm not going to go any further into that. For that one, oil change, tire rotation is a certain amount of money, and the warranty company only covers it up to, like, the out the door pricing for oil change and tire rotation is like 100 something, like, normally, but the warranty company only covers like 82 bucks oil change and tire rotation. So we just drop the labor price some, and parts drops the parts pricing some, and it's chill. It's all cool. Now, that is for, you know, standard of the make that we use. You know, nothing crazy. But you can also buy that warranty for cars that are not of the same make as our dealership. And when you do that, sometimes those cars take a different amount of, you know, they'll take not the same oil, or they'll take, you know, different stuff. So we use a certain oil, and an off-make car, a brand new, like a 2025 off-make that we just apparently sold, that, like, the owner had owned the car for like a month, so it had like 600 miles on it, and then they gave it to us. Probably because they didn't have, you know, they couldn't pay it off, because it's a pretty fucking sweet car. It's like an expensive little fella. But we so we sold them the warranty, and the warranty does not change the pricing dependent on, goddamn bitch. They don't change it depending on the make. They cover the same amount total. Like, they're not going to change how much they cover depending on what make and, you know, the oil that make is going to sell, or that make is going to use. So this brand new car uses a oil that is a lot more expensive than the oil for our car's makes. So with the parts pricing down to the warranty pricing, the parts alone was already still more than the warranty was covering out the door, parts and labor. So it's like, you know, I can drop my labor by a decent amount, but I can't zero out my labor. And even if my labor was at zero, I still couldn't close that ticket, because it wouldn't have been covered. So I got to keep the ticket open till tomorrow, because I have to get the sales side to pay off on it. It's like, yeah, you guys sold them the warranty that is only going to be covering, you know, this much. You guys got to pay the difference. I'm not taking that hit. I did not sell that warranty. I'm just going to see. Okay. I didn't think so. I kind of just wanted to see what would happen. I'm not certain where to go at this point, to be honest. But, I mean, unlocking that shortcut was good. But yeah, so that's another one of the tickets. I mean, that ticket wasn't going to give me any money at all. Both of them aren't, really, but it is money that I'm not getting today because I couldn't close it today. So, you know, bleh. I did get one that is going to be closing tomorrow. That is actually a good one. It's going to be like a 5-hour ticket, I think. Excuse me. Oh, actually, before I talk about that one, did want to mention one. So this gentleman, the very first car I had in for the day. Speaking of those maintenance warranties that I was talking about. So very first car I had in for the day, gentleman came in, oil change, tire rotation, covered under his maintenance plan, except typically they cover like a certain amount per year and per like miles, and so under his plan, so the last time that he had visited us was almost a year ago, but he was at like 30,000 miles, and now a year later he's at 34,000 miles. That being said, it's from what I could see, it looked like he had already used up all the tire rotations. Either that, or they didn't want to cover the tire rotations that he was at because it was only 4,000 miles later from the previous time. They just wanted to cover the oil change, and no matter what I put the miles to in the warranty thing, they were just not going to cover the next one. So it looks like he had run out of tire rotations total somehow. And so I didn't know that whenever I originally wrote up the car. I could only see that, you know, after I was going to submit the claim. So I was like, all right, well, I'll let Big Dog know, like, yeah, unfortunately we will not be able to do the rotation unless you want to pay out of pocket for it. I mean, he didn't want to because he's like, yeah, man, I paid for this warranty, I should be able to get it. And I'm like, all right, I don't care. So yeah, he just didn't get the rotation for today. Thank you, Big Dog. And he had one of those maintenance plans that it covers like a couple more things. Like you can get oil change, tire rotation. You can also get like your transmission fluid done to a certain amount. It does not cover the full amount of transmission fluid. It only covers like $90. And if your car is like a 9-speed, I mean, I don't know what it is whenever you do the warranty pricing on it. Because I've never, or I don't know about never, but I don't think I have ever done like the warranty on transmission fluid, but it covers that, and then it covers like cabin and engine air filters. So every single time previous to this visit, the cabin and engine, either the cabin, the engine, or both filters have been recommended. But since each of the previous advisors had already submitted the claim for the oil change, either they didn't want to reopen it and add on the filters, or I don't know, they were just too fucking lazy, because they had voided the filters off of the ticket. So like the client can't see that it was a recommendation, which makes me look like a jackass, because the dude was talking about like, I'm at 34,000 miles. How have I never been recommended filters? I'm like, oh man, I don't know, sir. Every car is different. Haha. But in actuality, I can see that every single time previously it's been voided off, and I already know it was voided off because my jackass coworkers just didn't feel like submitting an extra claim, or whatever the case was. Either way, I know it's not hard because I've done it before. And I would rather just submit a second claim or try and get it added on to the current claim, because that's just more money in my pocket if I'm able to get more covered like that. So that made me look like a jackass, because, yeah, it's like, why haven't they ever been recommended? He's like, there's no way at 34,000. I'm like, well, why didn't you ask them that question whenever y'all had the car, or whenever the car was here? Ask them why it wasn't recommended, not the dude that has the car right now. Like, I can't read their minds. I mean, I got a general idea, but like, here is most likely why it wasn't recommended, but I wasn't going to tell him that because my coworkers are lazy. Speaking of, the coworker that is listening to this right now, you were the last one. Fuck you. You were, I don't know if you were the last or the second to last, but you were one of the ones where it was I think almost every single ticket, it was voided off. Because they just didn't want to get it done. So, yeah, you were one of them. Kill yourself. Anyways. So I had just held off on submitting the claim until after they had done the inspection to see what the filters look like, and the technician said that actually, the engine filter had looked fine, and I was like, man, I don't care if it looks fine. At this mileage, just fucking put it through for it. Oh, hey, what's up?
Who are you? I, Gavlan. Gavlan will? Gavlan wants so what? With Gavlan.
Okay. Oh, yeah, like a Havel's ring. Nice. I might. But yeah. So that was something that I dealt with at the start of my day. It's not like some kind of like crazy, like, oh fuck, it's horrible, but that was annoying that I had to deal with that, and it was only because my prior coworkers were somewhat jackasses. Yeah. So that was fun. The dude that yeah, I don't know where I was about to go with that. I was cross-brained. So that was something. And that dude, he also asked for a printout of every single invoice from when he started going here to now, and I was like, sure, yeah, let me do that. One of my coworkers was like, hey man, you're way too soft. I wouldn't have done that. I would have told him to get fucked. I'm like, yeah, I know. But it is what it is. I wasn't like busy or anything, so I was like, yeah, I guess I can do that. But either way. Sorry, I got that dude. No, that was annoying. I mean, it is what it is. It was annoying, but it is what it is. I'm not gonna put that on. I think I'm gonna put on the equip load one, and then I just might be able to. Okay, no, that's a good helmet. Okay, yeah, those boots are gonna be better than the ones I'm wearing right now. Let's see, which ones are better, the brigand trousers or okay, yeah, the falcon boots. All right, cool. Still medium rolling. So, yeah. That was something. So that happened. Fucking ow, Jesus. But I had mentioned about the ticket that I have today that's going to be closing tomorrow. That's going to have a decent amount on it. Lady came in with like an '05 of her car. It only had like 160-something thousand miles, which, if you don't know anything about cars, is a very low amount for an '05. That's like a car that's barely been driven. So, this doesn't change anything about the story. It's just some context. So she came in having AC issues. Whenever she turns the AC on, it was just like making a crazy ass like sound coming from the engine area, and I was like, yep, I could definitely confirm that. And so got it in there for the evaluation, and the technician, he said, like, man, like, even after I started the car up, or because he heard because I was out there whenever he first picked up the car to go take it inside the shop, and so whenever he had like, he just tested it out there just to see if he could like guesstimate what it was before even bringing it in. And so I was like, yeah, turn the fan on, and he heard it. He's like, okay, yeah, that's definitely gonna be like the compressor, maybe the clutch as well. Or I don't know what he said, but that general idea. And so, you know, he brought it into the shop, and he actually told me, he's like, yeah, I figured out what it was, but after I brought it into the shop, the entire system just seized up and stopped working anyway. So it's like, yeah, I mean, it was working a little bit before she brought it in, but after she left, if she didn't want to get anything done, it would have just not been working anymore. Which, you know, fucking awesome for not anybody, really. But yeah, so it AC needed the compressor, clutch, and coil. Specifically, it needed the clutch and the coil, but he was like, the compressor is most likely on the way out, so I just say get them all done at the same time, just to save on some labor, I guess. So, my parts people quoted everything out, and they quoted out an OEM and an aftermarket option, just because that's what they do for most things that have OEM and aftermarket options, especially for cars that old. Sometimes the OEM options aren't even available, but sometimes they are. And biggest difference, other than price, in OEM and aftermarket is warranty. Warranty on OEM options is parts and labor. Warranty on aftermarket options, by and large, is going to be just parts. Oh, like 9 times out of 10, it's going to be just a parts warranty. So I was checking the history just to see if she had gotten this done before, because I was like, you know, if it's going to be under warranty, then, you know, I'm going to do it like it's under warranty. Yeah, easy enough. So I checked her history, and back in August of last year, it is, for those wondering, it is May right now. So, you know, August of the previous year, it was done. And I kind of explained this to my girlfriend, so I guess try to follow along if this makes sense. But in the system we use for service, you can see there's multiple different like tabs per repair order, and each tab contains different things. So for each repair order, there's going to be a tab for the jobs, which is like what is currently being done in the car, and for the recommendations, which are recommendations is going to be for the car. And anytime like a recommendation gets approved, it gets sent over to the job section so that it can actually be done. And whenever you're looking at the recommendations and they're approved, you see them approved at what they were at before they got sent over to the job line. So I
am Carillion.
So say, for instance, you know, something, a job was approved at $900 with this part, but it looks like, you know, that part wasn't available or something like that. Or a recommendation was approved at this amount of, at $900 with this part. If it turns out that after it's already been approved that part isn't available, or the price has to change, then that would get changed in the parts, or in the job section. But it won't get reflected that way in the recommendation section. You just see it as it was before it was approved, or as it was exactly at the time that it was approved. So, with that information in mind, I double-checked the history, and in the jobs, we had done a compressor and expansion valve back in August. But there was no parts billed to that line of the job, which means like either we didn't do any parts on this job, or there, you know, or maybe, you know, some kind of glitch in the system. So I was like, okay, second best bet, I can just double check what the recommendation, what it looked like before it was approved, just to see what part was used there, because, you know, maybe it is just a glitch of the system. No harm, no foul. So I see in the recommendations it was approved with this aftermarket kit, It took me a little bit. I had to figure out what the warranty was for the aftermarket kit, but it looks like it was still under warranty for the parts. So I was like, cool. And they had already quoted me out that the aftermarket kit in the parts for the current day repair order. So they quoted out OEM and aftermarket. I just took off the OEM just because, you know, if the aftermarket one is going to be what's under warranty, they're not almost always not even going to want to look at the OEM options, because it's like, you know, why bother if I'm going to get it under warranty for the parts. So I got all the OEM stuff removed, and I got well, yeah. So I need a drink. I'm fucking parched. So I got all that together, and I brought her over. I was like, yep, know what the issue is. So, and you had been here, you know, less than a year before, and so your parts are under warranty on that. So we can, you know, get that done. It would just be labor. She's like, oh, actually, yeah, funny story. That last time I was in here, actually, I think this was before I said that it was under warranty. I was like, yeah, so I saw you were in here a little less than a year ago. Looks like we're getting the same thing done. She's like, yeah, funny story about that one. Whenever I was in that last time, and I didn't check as far back into the history, so this was my bad. That she was like, yeah, you know, I tried to fix that part myself because it had messed up whenever I had it, and as it turns out, it was in a very hard to reach area, so I had to, you know, I had to bring it into y'all. But since I tried to take it out myself, it had voided out the parts warranty. It's like, I wish I had known that, you know, 10 minutes ago when I was trying to get all this warranty information together, but that's okay. So here are the options then. It's even less confusing now that I don't have to worry about parts warranty. It's going to be this much, and it's like $2,300 to do to change it out, do an evac and recharge, this, that, and the other. And actually the labor was down from whenever it was done the first time. Or I guess it was the second time. I never saw the ticket for the first time, but it's neither here nor there. So I told her, yeah, it'd be this much. This is the aftermarket option. The aftermarket option included the compressor, clutch, and coil, and so it was like $2,300. And she's like, "Wow, do I really need to do all of that?" That was like triple what I was expecting. And I was like, yeah, you know what? Let me double check with the technician real quick if it actually needs the compressor, clutch, and coil, or if it's just the compressor, just, you know, this, that, or the other. And I went out to him, and I said that same thing that I said just a little bit ago, like that, you know, it was definitely the clutch and coil, and pretty much going to need to do the compressor, if not now, like in the near future. So might as well just do it now. And so I went back and I relayed that information. She was like, okay. And I was like, if you want, I can give you, since, you know, you had a bad experience with that aftermarket portion before, I can give you the OEM options pricing as well, if you want to see what that looks like. Because, you know, she was definitely hesitant to do it at the aftermarket pricing, because, you know, $2,300 parts and labor out the door. She was like, oh man, that's a lot. So I had my parts people add on the OEM options to give that as something for her to use, and as soon as they quoted it out, I went over to her, I was like, you don't want to do the OEM. The compressor alone is more than getting the entire thing done with the aftermarket options. She's like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Then let's just do the aftermarket. So that's ordered, gonna be in tomorrow. And my technician told me to kind of like warn her that there is a chance that she has Black Death in her car, which would necessitate just completely fucking doing the entire AC system. So he's like, I can only tell once we start doing the work, the evac and recharge first, because I gotta empty out the line, and then I'll be able to, whenever I open up the line, I'll be able to see, you know, what is going on in there, if it's got Black Death, this, that, or the other. But he's like, I can only really do that after we start the work. You know, I can't, you know, it is in for an evaluation right now, but I can't, you know, do an evac and recharge as part of the evaluation. That's, you know, a whole separate thing. So I was like, yeah, I mean, easy enough. So we'll get the, I mean, we got the work approved, but I let her know, like, you know, we're going to start doing this tomorrow, and the first thing we're going to double check on is if there is Black Death, and if there is, we're going to stop the work there and let you know first, because if it has Black Death, it's going to need the entire AC system. And I know for a fact she's not going to want to do the entire AC system. I mean, I guess I don't know for a fact, but I'm considering she was hesitant at the $2,300 for the AC, for the compressor clutch and coil. There's a very, very high likelihood she is not. Okay, I need to look up what to do in this area, because I feel like I've explored everywhere, and I'm starting to run out of story. What is this, like fucking Dead Man's Wharf or something? Yeah, Dead Man's Wharf. Or No Man's Wharf. Fucking recommended levels 35 to 45. Am I in the wrong area? Probably. Okay, it looks like I did pick up a great sword. So apparently this great sword that I picked up was very close to where I needed to go. So there's a there's a lever that I'm supposed to pull. And I missed it at some point. But they did say, because following that guide to find out specifically where that lever is going to be impossible, because it just gives me a ton of instructions by like what am I trying to say? Just by text, and it's like really hard to, you know, if I'm skipping through, it's like damn near impossible to figure that out. You can turn that on, and it'd be like a lantern that lights up this whole area. Yeah, I forget what I was saying about that story. I think the moral of the story is I hope that she doesn't have Black Death in her car for a number of reasons. Main one being I don't think she's gonna want to get her AC system fixed, and I want the hours from that ticket, so hopefully that is all that is needed. Yeah, that is that. I gave a lot of context to that story, and the one person that's gonna be listening to this already knows everything that I said, but that is neither here nor there. There was... I guess that dude's gone. I guess something funny that had happened. There was a lady that had called in. Now, we have loaner cars that don't cost any extra. They yeah, like I said, they don't cost any extra. They're complimentary as long as what we're getting done is going to take, you know, a decent chunk of time. We can get you into a loaner car. Especially since, you know, if we have your car for a couple days and you don't have any mode of transportation, you know, you'd be kind of fucked. So we have loaner cars that address that issue. Now, we don't like bring the loaner cars to you and take your car. We don't do that. But this lady seemed to be under the impression that we would. So she had called up, and I did not speak with her the first time. I was talking with my technician about something. And so the second time around, she had called up like 3 minutes later, from what I could tell. I only got like half of the information, but she was like, I just talked with y'all a little bit ago. I can't start my car up. I have no way to jump it. I have no way to move it. I need you to bring me a loaner car. I have to be in Austin tonight. And I'm like, alright, so this is a lot of information. First of all, no. Like, I didn't tell her that, but it's like, we can't give out loaner cars until we know what is going on with the car and the work is approved to get whatever is going on fixed. So, or no, she was also like, I have a warranty with you guys, or I need the loaner car as part of the warranty I have with you, and I need you to bring it to me. So it's like, so many things incorrect. No, the loaner cars that we do are not covered through your warranty. If we're getting something done under your warranty and it's going to take, a long time, then yes, we can provide you a loaner car. But it is not provided because of the warranty. Secondly, we don't bring cars. Like, there are extremely extenuating circumstances where we will go to you and pick up your car and trade you out for a loaner. Extremely extenuating circumstances. It has not happened since I have been here, except for like maybe once. Like, I think like there was one time where like my manager had been, calling with someone, and they, we had accidentally missed this lady's recalls like 3 times, or we just didn't get it done 3 times. So he was like, hey, if I could, have one of my guys, swap your car with one of ours, and we can get that recall done for you, and then we bring the car back or something like that. So it's like, manager only type shit. It's not something that we just do. So it's like, all right, so there's that as well. We can't just do that. And third of all, you needing to go to Austin tonight is not my fucking problem. You're not going to put this on me for a possibly dead battery. You're not going to bring that on me and expect it to be my issue because your battery is dead and I have to, give you this loaner car. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Especially since, she was in a 22, so she might have been under factory warranty by time, but she had like a fucking 100,000 miles, I think. I don't remember exactly how many she had, but she had, like, based off of what she was saying, or based off of the previous ticket that she had with us, which was like a few days ago, she was going to be over by factory warranty by a long fucking amount. So I, whenever I heard so she, she had said, like, she had talked to one of us a little bit ago, and I was like, sure, let me pull up your account real quick. And then I muted her, and I was like, did any one of y'all talk to this fucking crazy bitch, talking about getting a loaner for blibbity blobbity, and the dude sitting next to me, he's like, oh yeah, I just talked to her. He still had all the information up on his screen. And I was like, awesome. Do you want to talk to her again? He's like, yeah, I just told her, we can't do all that. If she wants to get the car jumped or bring it by, she can, but I'm not going to tell her, or I'm not going to bring her a loaner. It's literally, we can't do that. And so he talked to her, and he was like, like I said a couple minutes ago, I cannot in the slightest do that. If you want to call someone to get the car jumped and bring it over here, we'd love to get it looked at. We do close in 30 minutes, so already that's not going to happen, but give the option. And yeah, and she did have roadside assistance through the warranty. I don't think she knew about that, so we gave her the number of that so that she could get that sorted out. But yeah, fucking people be calling on some baloney sometimes. Yeah, I need you guys. You guys have to do this because I said so, because I don't understand what's happening. No. No. I do apologize that this is happening to you, ma'am, but this is not my issue. Like, if the car was here, or if it had died because of something that we did, and the last time she was in here a few days ago, we did an oil change and a tire rotation. That is it. We didn't even touch her battery. So yeah, I was gonna say, like, if we had like just put a battery into the car and it was already dead, I'd be like, oh yeah, that's unfortunate. It's still nothing I can do about it. If the car isn't here, but I would be a little more sympathetic. But if she's gonna hop on the phone, I need a loaner car to go to Austin, which also our loaner cars are not really supposed to leave the greater Houston area. So yeah, there's that too. But yeah, that was like right before we closed, and so that was like a little funny situation. I'm gonna look up a guide for this area. Hold on. Like a video guide. Dark Souls 2. No Man's Sky. Let's see. I think I might know where it is. Oh, I remember. I died to, like a trap chest. I know now. That's where I couldn't find those souls earlier. I died to a trap chest from, like, way up in the fucking beginning. Not the beginning, but... Okay, yeah. Okay, I think I know now. Hello, sir. Alright, let's see. The guide wasn't extremely helpful, like, they kind of did a bunch of jump cuts, so it's not like I know exactly, but I'm pretty certain I know the area to go to. Yeah, work is work. All that talking got me fucking tired. Too much yapping. So this is where I was supposed to go. So I think I had dropped down before. Oh wait. Hold up. Actually, I'm losing it. Oh, was it up there? Oh, fuck. I had been there so many times. That's unfortunate. Right. Actually, let me just light this one here. Excuse me, gentlemen. Right here. Oh, my fuck. I could have... Man... I don't know. That's gonna call the ghost ship, and that's gonna come to... So that's why the pier had just been, like... Just, like, chilling off to the side. Like, it looked like it went to nowhere, because it was waiting for that ship. Okay. To be fair, I could not see that shit. I don't think I would have seen that. anyways. So, I mean, at the very least, I explored everything else, so I'm not going to be missing anything if I go ahead and go to this boss fight. I might be under-leveled as well, because it said the recommended level for the area is 35 to 45, and I am, like, what, like 10? Oh, wait. No, never mind. I am 34. Fuck. Okay, never mind. It just feels like I'm a lot lower. Fair enough. That's my bad. Stamina management, not my best. I think I'd mentioned that earlier for work. My biggest struggle right now is selling recommendations. Because by and large, I get oil changes and nothing else. Sometimes I'll get lucky and someone will want to do the recommendations, but the idea is, you know, you tell them everything that they need and they ask questions about them, and whenever they ask questions, that's how you can move forward. That's like, okay, they're looking into actually getting it done if they're asking questions. Oh, what's up, big dog? So for my clients, as it seems, I will tell them what they need, and they will just almost always just say, like, you know, not today. And ideally, what I'm supposed to do is I'm supposed to be like, you mind if I ask why? You know, figure out why they don't feel like doing it today. You know, if it's a price, if it's a time, if it's this, that, and the other. The goal is to overcome their objections. Figure out why they aren't going to want to get it done today and overcome that objection, because we have options. You know, we can, you know, if it's a money thing, we can split it up over a number of months. If it is a, you know, time thing, we can get you shuttled somewhere if you need, or we can get you into a loaner car. If it's a, you know, we have options, typically. I am not very good at doing that yet, because I feel like way too pushy. Like, if someone's gonna come up to me and, or if I'm gonna ask somebody, like, why don't you want to get this done, you fucking idiot? That's what it feels like to me. It's like either that, or if it's like, are you sure you don't want to get it done? But don't you want to get it done? That's just what it feels like to me. So, you know, whenever they're like, no, I think I'll pass on that for now. Basically every time I'm like, okay. What the fuck? Uh-oh. This boss ain't too hard. I might not beat it this first try, but if I don't, I think I got a second try. I hate that. I hate the dodge move. Okay, okay. I was not expecting that, I'll be honest. Get my stamina up. Woo. Ooh, the backward sword strike, okay. Hi, bitch. Got E, first try. Woohoo! Yabba-dabba-doo! Nice. What we got going on out here, bitch? We got a little chest. Little chesticle. Pyromancy Flame and Fireball. And... double. Hey look, there's a bot in my chat. Hello dude, I admire your content and would love to be a friend and fan to support you. If you're cool with it, feel free to add me on Discord. No. When was your account made, big dog? Account made, what is that, 3 days ago? Yeah, right. Yeah, fucking right, buddy. Heh. Baka. Alright. Why are there so many dead people? They probably just, like, ran off the side. There better be a bonfire. 'Cause if not, I'm gonna fucking lose it. Trying to play it really safe because I don't know where the next bonfire is going to be. It should have been already. You don't send someone to a new area and not give them a bonfire. Not if there's a cutscene involved. Oh, that was... Pass that out. There's something on the ground over there. Let me go back to that real quick. I just want to see. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's like slightly above where I am right now. I can't leave the cage, unfortunately, so that's probably gonna be something for... Oh, that's gonna be something where I'm gonna send the elevator down and then send it up. Okay, I can do that right now. So I'll go all the way up to the top. I will send it back down and then I'll just stand on top of it. And it looks like it's... that hole is at the perfect height so that I can just walk into it. Yeah, I'll just do that. What's unfortunate is I have like the worst numbers of anybody at my job right now. Which, I mean, I am still new, so to be expected. Scimitar. And, you know, unfortunately, I write up a lot of cars. I think it was this past week during one of my like mini meetings that we do sometimes. Uh, they were comparing our numbers, and it was like, so you actually have the second most cars written this either this week or this month. I think it was this. Yeah, it was this month. It was like you have the second most cars written this month, and I'm like, fucking wow, that is crazy. That being said, all of those cars that I have written are baloney bullshit tickets that are like nothing. Um, if on every single one of those cars I got just a one recommendation sold, my hours per ticket would be skyrocketing. But I can't. I can't get any recommendations sold on any of my tickets. So my stats are absolutely dog shit, which is unfortunate. Because if I was able, like I said, if I was able to keep up both, if I had the amount of tickets that I've written up, and then I was able to get like at least one recommendation per ticket, I would be a fucking millionaire, dude. Like, 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 not even kidding. I would be making so much money. I make a decent amount of money right now. Like, I'm definitely at the lower end of the spectrum for money in this job compared to like some of my coworkers, but I'm making more than I made in my last job, which is like always my goal, make more than I used to. But I could be making so much more. I I mean, by and large, I just want to be better at the job. Okay, here we fucking go. It's just not easy for me. And whenever it is, I can't wait. But I'm not there yet, unfortunately. Alright. I'm going to shut the fuck up. I'm going to level up, and then I'm gonna go take a shit. Let's see. Let's get ADP up. Down that one. Strength. Let's get another vigor going. Yep. What the fuck? Get away from me, Jesus Christ. What is that? Alright. Fucking wizards, man. Alright, I gotta take a shit. Do I have a... I don't have a sit down emote. Alright, I'll just sit down on the bonfire. Alright, I'll be back, chat. Who up? Skibbidying they toilets. I look, you want to play fucking Chivalry too? Oh, looks like I got a chat from another bot. Fucking best viewers on streamboo.com. Remove the space at rdbubbo, whatever that means. That dude's pretty interesting looking. Yeah, I think customizing your face doesn't do shit because you just look like a undead freak whenever you died like twice. Huh? Visions of bonfire? Bitch, I just had a bonfire. What you mean? Unless, oh, can you go this way backwards? Interesting. Let's see. I appreciate the attempt, big dog. Anyways. Let's just say, pretty pathetic. Am I coming down to him? Mercy. I need to get more fucking Estus Blast. Knock this shit down. Yeah, fuck you. Bro's dead in front of me trying to like, wait, let me reload the shit. Hold on, let me reload it, hey! Big ass sword, man. I don't know, big ass sword, man. Sniper. Oh yeah, speaking of, my strength is higher now than it was before. Oh, I needed dex too. Yeah, I was thinking about potentially trying out one of these bigger swords just to see what they were like. But looks like they need a little bit of dex as well, so I guess I can bump my dex to 10 whenever I get the chance. Just that seems to be the baseline for wielding anything. I don't know what the fuck that means. Hello. Yeah, okay, I can't do anything. Quagmire. This fucking... Thank you. Next. Okay, I can hear stuff on the other side of that wall. Looks like I just can't get to it. Hey. Yeah, guess not. Oh well. this a shortcut over here? No. No, it is not. Unless they talk about that. Nice pyromancy to get. Or maybe if you spend more time studying the blade, you'd still be alive. Jackass. I'm not gonna go over there. There's two dudes posted up with swords bigger than their entire bodies. Yeah, okay. What's up, Mama?
I thought that might be you. You haven't changed a bit, have you?
What do you mean changed? Bitch, it's been like a couple hours since we last saw each
The more
other.
I am here, the more madness I discover. A wretched place, indeed, but not without traces of its former glory. What could have caused such degradation?
The Dark Souls 2.
Yes, I have not that. This is for you. Of course,
Oh, thank
I
you.
have no idea what it is. Our land of Mirror is surrounded by enemies, and there is only one way up in Mirror. Join me. My family have little fortune and no name. With two things. I was raised. Life was hard, but I had swift success on the battlefield, and quickly. And then I. Have you heard of the undead? An undead gradually loses his human. Finally, he turns hollow and preys upon others. And a hollow can never be human again. One can skirt this wicked fate only with the help, assuming, of course, that I can only hope. I'm sorry. I suppose I've grown weary these... I'm sorry. I suppose I've grown weary.
Alright. What do you mean stabbing in the back? I ain't gonna do all that. Speaking of, check out his chest. Got a key. Is that to this door? No? That would have been funny. It's an antiquated key. Wonder if it'll tell me what it's to. Yeah. I have no way of knowing what lock it fits, so guess I'll be holding on to that till I figure that one out. Got it. Got it, FN. Aw. Hello. Fragrant branch. Oh yeah, I forgot I had that shit. Yeah, fuck it, I guess. You alive now? Don't you ever do that shit to me ever again, big dog. I'm assuming that's the only one of those fragrant branches of yore I had. Because I definitely don't remember getting a second one at any point. Yeah, no, definitely not. Okay. I do still have that. 3 of those. I can give those to the goobers. Hello, where are we going? Ooh, okay. Next floor. Oh, is this that door? Open it from the other side for like a shortcut? Oh. Fucking Tom and Jerry ass door. Would have been even better if I just like stood out in the air for a second and then looked down and like, gulp! And then fell. That would have been funny and hilarious, I think. Haha. Alright. Yeah, so I got this key now. No idea where it goes to. Could be anywhere, isn't it? I ain't gonna trip about you, big dog. I'm just gonna move along. Jesus Christ. Nope. It's worth a shot. Bro, you didn't even try to drop that shit. Oh, that's where it is. Yeah. How the fuck are you supposed to... What the fuck? How are you supposed to do that? I don't think you can do that. Maybe. Although I don't want to try. Oh, I don't think I was missing anything over there. I did say I was gonna try to make this a longer stream, so ideally, assuming I don't start passing out, still got like 3 hours until I'm done. But we'll see. 3 hours of Dark Souls 2 is a lot. Gulp. What was that? Huh? Fuck, how did you do that? Don't you never run up on me like that ever again, big dog. What the fuck are we doing? Is this just a move we have? Suicide bomb? What is going on? Oh, hey, that's where the key goes to. Ooh. Did they really have to give the dogs like the loudest fucking sound in the game? It is what it is. Knock this into the well. Nope. Here we are. Ah. Wanderer set. I'm assuming that's gonna be one of the starters. Okay, a little elevator right there. Let me see if I can't do anything. This door over here first. Probably locked. No? Okay. I see what the ladder is for. Hey, back off, man. Hey, back off, man. You can't be up here, man. Ah. This is gonna be one of those trap ones. No? Bone staff. Huh? What are... Huh? I feel like that's just like a wall that is glitched. I don't think that's actually something. Bone staff I saw. Cool. What's up, you? Wherever you are. Nice attempt. Die. One of these is gonna be a trap chest. Ah, paring dagger, nice, nice. Twin blade. Okay, I guess no trap chest. Twin blade, twin blade, twin blade, twin blade. Skunda, skunda bonga, dunga. Dunga gingang, gubadaga dingang. Okay, so I can't use that by far. But what does it look like? I think I know. It's like with two blades on each end. Yeah. Yeah, you swing it around like that. Yeah. Alright. Moving quite along. Trap chest. Oh, goddamn. Wilted at dusk herbs. Like Phineas and Herb. Oop. Going up. I thought it was gonna be going down, to be honest. I don't know what is making that chattering sound, but I don't want to figure it out. They get these guys. Let me hit this real quick. Alright. Thank you, sir. For blowing up on me, I guess. Okay, I guess they just do that. They just like have like an animation where they just go and blow up for some reason. Yeah, it works with me. One less enemy to fight. Thank you, room with nothing in it. How cool and awesome. Okay. I just thought about something that had happened at work that I wanted to talk about. So, like, half a month ago, a gentleman came in, check engine light. You know, easy enough. We can get that checked out for you. So, checking the light is on. Had my technician pull codes to figure out what the issue was. Looks like per the codes and the diagnostic trouble tree, the car needed fuel injectors. So this was like a 2018 car. Are you kidding me? A statue is blocking my way to the fucking bonfire? That is bullshit. Are you fucking with me? Okay, that's wicked work. I wonder where you can get more of those aromatic branches or whatever. Either way. Aww. So, car needed fuel injectors. Talked to the client over the phone about it because he had to head it off. Fuel injectors, and yeah, that's it. So, talked with him over the phone. He had approved it. This was... Hey, fuck you, buddy. So this was near the end of the shift. Now, the technician that was dispatched to it, he was one of, like, our head technicians. So he had figured the issue out, like, pretty quick. Like, before the car was even brought in, he's like, it's probably gonna be fuel injectors. I'm like, I mean, fucking A. But he's like, you know, still gonna do the diagnostic, of course, just to confirm. So, you know, got it in, went through the whole trouble tree, and he figured out, he's like, yep, it does in fact need fuel injectors. So, tell the client approves the work, and like I said, it was like a couple hours before finish, and you know, it was like a 5-hour job, and the technician was like, oh, I could definitely get that done, like, you know, before end of today, but I told him, I was like, yeah, no, don't worry, I told the client it could be finished tomorrow, like midday tomorrow, and he's like, cool, he's like, yeah, man, if I get started on it right now, I can finish it right now in like 2 hours, or I think it was like 1 or 2 hours, but, you know, I can go ahead and skip it for now. I mean, not skip it, but I can go ahead and, you know, just wait till tomorrow to get it done so I can, you know, focus on a couple other things. It's like, yeah, man, no issue. So, next day comes, and I get in. I'm on the closing shift, so I start out, like, midway through the day. We open up pretty early, and we close pretty late, so, you know, I get in, like, midway through. So, around... And on my computer, I leave all my tabs open for the tickets that I currently have open that I know, like, need my attention. So I I got in the next day and I open it, and, you know, the work, which was like $2,000 something, was down to, you know, the regular fee for just the diagnostic. And I was like, that's weird. I didn't do that. Why did that happen? So I asked around, and the ticket was also invoiced as well, meaning like it was ready to be picked up and paid for by the client, or ready to be picked up and paid, yeah, by the client. So I was like, I wonder why. So I checked the audit log to see who had worked on it, or who had done all that, and it was one of my fellow advisors. So I asked him, and I need to take a drink real quick. And I asked him. He's like, yeah, man. Unfortunately, the client, he changed his mind. He, you know, lucky enough for him, we hadn't gotten started on it yet. And I was like, fuck. If we hadn't got it done, I could have told him to get fucked. But we hadn't started on it yet, so there wasn't anything we could do. So he had changed his mind after approving it. Like fucking buyer's remorse. He's like, yeah, unfortunately, the client said it was too pricey, and we had already given him like a payment plan options, and that's why he had approved it. He was like, yeah, I like the payments or the payment plan. So he had approved it, and then he said never mind, and I was like, okay, oh well, I mean, I still get the hour of evaluation, so that's, you know, better than nothing. So he picks it up, and I did see him whenever he picked it up, and, you know, no harm, no foul. I was like, yeah, you know, man. Yeah, I understand payment. I mean, I don't make a lot of money. I know if I had to put in a couple $1,000s into my car, I would be a little unhappy, but it is what it is. So this is like about half a month ago. So today, guy comes in. One of my other advisors gets with him. I was busy doing something else, so he gets with him. So he pulls in, and I didn't recognize him at first because I see like 100 people a day, at the very least. Like, it's very hard for me to remember someone if I don't see them a decent amount of times. Um, so, from my POV, nothing happens. My fellow advisor writes up a car, simple enough, and I heard them talking about like how he had gotten fuel injectors just in the lane. I'm like, wow. I mean, you know, usually in the lane you get like regular maintenance stuff, and then the recommendations are where you'll get stuff like fuel injectors or something like that. And so I was like, man, how did you get fuel injectors in the lane? He was like, oh, it was a previous recommendation. I'm like, previous recommendation, fuel injectors. Who worked with him last? It was that fucking guy. So he came back to do the fuel injectors. He didn't mention me by name or anything like that. He just came in, first person that got him, he's like, yeah, I think I want to do the fuel injectors. And I'm like, you son of a bitch! That should have been mine! And I didn't make an issue like with the actual advisor. Like, I was upset, not with the advisor, like, because it's not his fault that he went out and just happened to walk into fuel injectors. It unfortunately, I just didn't get lucky on the draw, and he just didn't ask for me. Because if he had asked for me, then it would have been something else. But yeah, that kind of pissed me off a little bit. Not like pissed me off in like, man, I'm holding this against this advisor. Just like, man, that fucking sucks. He wanted to do it to begin with. Like, he got it done anyways. He just didn't get it done with me. I'm like, that's unfortunate. I mean, yeah, not much you can do about it. Hold on. But yeah, that was that. Not a super interesting thing, but that's just something that happened at work today that is something of note. Felt like talking about it. Oh shit. Got that there, but then we can also just go up the stairs. So what's going on here? Why would I do one over the other? That is the question. So that sounds like a dragon. The salt fort. Damn, I just keep on going. Maybe it brings you up to here. Alright, but yeah, I mean, if you're brought up to here, then what? It doesn't look like there's anything else to do up here. Okay. Alright, I guess I'll go back down now. I probably should have, like, paid attention when those dragons were flying about and shit. to see why they were doing that. Nice try. Go, go, go. Okay, no, this goes down. Okay, cool. Yeah, I was gonna say if it went back up, it'd be like, all right, so why the fuck am I here? But it goes down. Holy shit, it goes down. Hmm. Come on. The lacerating knife. Whew. I do not want to be in this fucking area. Oh my god, hey, it's... What the fuck? You were a boss. You're just a regular enemy now? It wasn't even that long ago that you were a boss. Bro was a boss like a couple minutes ago. And he's already like, yeah, I've been demoted. My bad. Ooh. That's a good ass shield. Fuck it. Or maybe not. Hold on. There we go. There's like, did that shield give me some kind of something? What am I looking? Yeah, stamina recovery. Okay, cool. Okay. I hear more noises. That shouldn't have hit me. Yeah, fair enough. Let's just say that was fair enough. Widowy. Ooh. Man, an MFer can't stay awake to save his life. Alright. Damn, I gotta do this shit every time, huh? take a minute. Goodbye. Bye, have a great time. See ya. Come on. Gulp. I gotta save enough stamina to dodge away if I need to. What did I just say? What did I just say? Fuck you. That's what I'm saying. I like to imagine that he respawns as well. That'd be funny. Or there's just like 2 more of them. Haha, that'd be funnier, right? Excuse me. Oh, it's one of those nights that's like depressed or some shit. Don't give up, skeleton. Okay, I guess they're above me. Both of those are locked. And I can't even get into there. Oh, shit. So I guess these guys have like bombs in them. That's cool. Looks like they were below, not above. Doesn't really change anything. They're all fucking dead now. Nothing over here. Ooh, finally got one of those Ferris lockstones. Nice. Ah, I didn't see this. Oh. Guess I could just open these from the other side. Oh, nope. Okay, they're actually 100% locked. Not like it's gonna change anything. I mean, the door to open them was right below them anyways. It does nothing to keep these locked. Alright. That's... yeah, and this fucking arena over here, that's definitely gonna be a boss. Radiant Life Gem. Hold on. Ah, it's just a slightly better version of those. I'm chill using the ones I got right now. Locked there. I'm gonna take a wild guess. Locked here. Yep. Alright. Let's go. No Estus. Let's run it, bitch. Uh-oh. Cutscene boss. I'm about to be cooked. No. The Lost Sinner. Okay. Yeah, fair enough. Alright, interesting guy so far. Does look like he'll be super hard, so that's cool. We'll see though, we'll see. I wasn't doing anything, I just was looking at my phone for a little bit. Oh, this is gonna be a fucking awesome run back if I gotta do this shit every time. See ya. Excuse me. Thanks for the souls. He doesn't die every time? Are you fucking kidding me? That is wicked work. I might say. Okay. I'm dead. Low-key preposterous. Alright, see you later, guys. Got my ass on that. Okay. That was completely unexpected. Fair enough, but I was definitely not expecting that. Whew. Man, this isn't even like the worst run back in the game. I can't wait for some of these later run backs. See ya. Bro, like slipped off midway. Sorry, I was storing some butter on the far right corner of this contraption. Alright. Let's go. I think the move is get hit 100 times. I think the move is get up here first, do that, kind of skip some of it, and then do this. I think that's the move. That is not where I died. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Uh-oh. Yep. Alright, this guy's pretty cool. It's just a matter of getting better at his attacks. But he's pretty cool. I like him. He be chillin' for real. What are we? Excuse me, sir. Just coming on through. Yep. Alright. Made it through without taking any crazy amounts of damage. I shouldn't have done that. That's my bad. That is my bad. I don't know why it it unlocked. Well, I mean, I know why. It's just annoying. This is one of those fights where I can't get too greedy with it. I just gotta take it one hit at a time because I need that extra stamina to avoid potentially, or to get my dodges going and shit. Yeah, it looks like maybe I might be able to just do heavy hits, so I can do that to get some more damage. There we go. Yeah, I just had to not be too zealous with it. Graceful embrace. Fuck. Hug that MFO. Cool. Want to give me a bonfire? Nope. Let's get this bitch open. I'm making some pretty decent progress, I think. Yeah, there's a bonfire. Cool. And a chest. It's gonna be like a trap chest. It's gonna fucking kill me instantly. Yeah. Ooh, another fragrant branch. Nice. Elizabeth mushroom. You mean like the girl from the DLC of the first game? Elizabeth? It is. Interesting. Alright. Oh, a primal bonfire was rekindled. Oh, that's gonna be one of the that's like one of the big bosses that I needed. Good to know. Meow.
You have acquired the soul of an old that is more than most undead.
Can I do anything? No. Kill myself. Alright, that's cool. Let's see, let me get my dex up to 10. ADP up. Endurance and health. Let's get a fucking ton of endurance going. Let's get my strength up to 20. And 2 more health. Just fucking bum myself like 15 levels. You know the vibes. Fuck with your boy. Yeah. How you doing, big dog? Do I got enough to do this again? I do. I could do the... Yeah. Alright. I'll do that at some point. Okay, so... I'm done with that area. With this one. Sinner's Rise. Finished. See, the Lost Bastille, I'm pretty sure, was only just a way to get to there. No Man's Wharf, yeah, same thing. Just a way to get towards this area. I'd say the only portion of here that was a little iffy is the Tower of Flame. Because there was, like, that little dragon area. I don't know if there was anywhere else to actually go. There was just, like, a little area I hadn't figured out yet. But let's... I should be better at this area now that I've got better weapon. Or I've got an upgraded weapon and I've got better stats. Okay, maybe fucking not. Maybe I'll just go fuck myself, huh? Maybe I'll just go fucking kill myself and die. And eat shit and die and fucking die. Haha, yep, maybe. Alright. Bro, I just spawned in. Bro, dude is already moving up on me. Come on, son. You ain't ready for this. Alright, fair enough. Okay, yeah, fair enough, fair enough. So if I spawn in, is dude just gonna be like automatically walking towards me? That's kind of what it seems like is gonna happen. Yes, that is in fact is what happens. Oh, oops. He just stands up and immediately is going for me. I'm about to fall off. There we go. Wonder why he does and not that other guy down there. See ya. Fair enough. Alright, I'm probably gonna do what I did before and just fucking rush past these guys. And then a supersonic racer, up the ground. Supersonic. Ow. Racing. You might never want to slow the fuck down. The motherfucking supersonic racing. Shitting in my pants. Fucking supersonic racing. Got that brown shit in my pants. I never picked this up. Yoink. What's up, big dog? Yep. Oh, fuck. Only just barely enough to kill me, none of the other guys? I wonder if killing that guy has anything to do with the bridge coming down. I'm gonna look it up real quick. Okay, so I pulled a couple levers in this area earlier, and that unlocked portions of that arena over there that made the fight easier. There is a third lever somewhere that lowers that drawbridge. So that is what I'm looking for. So we already did that one. And this is going to be to the No Man's Wharf area, I believe, right? Should go down. I'll make sure. Yeah, I believe I recognize the area. Yeah, okay. So that goes to No Man's Wharf. I don't need to do anything with that area anymore. Ever. So I just need to find the lever that I'm missing, and then I should be able to unlock that. And then, just by name, I already know what the boss is for this next area, because I've seen him mentioned a number of times, like in videos of this game. Like, check out this nostalgia bait boss. Not nostalgia bait, but, you know. Thank you, sir. Oh yeah. We getting to that point where my eyes are starting to get heavy. What is it? Barely 12 p.m. I'm fucking 80 years old, dude. Come on, big dog. On the ones. You scared, pussy? Fair enough. Okay. I love the no stagger that guy gets. That's a really cool feature that he gets, where whenever I attack him, he just doesn't get staggered at all, and he can just attack me and shoots myself in the head. I remember pulling 2 levers. I'm trying to figure out what the first lever was. If it was that one over there, or if it's a different one. I don't really care. Okay, so it had to be... I'm pretty certain it had to be a different one other than that one. That one that's just after the second big-ass night. So yeah. Scoobity. Alright, so running past both of you jabronis. So, one lever there. I feel like there was one, like, right inside, or... Okay, yeah. One lever right here. So I'm just looking for the third lever, and these things are always fucking invisible. So I have a feeling I've passed by it like 4 times already. Okay. I'm betting it's up there. You guys can stop blowing in my ears. Thank you very much. As much as I love that ghost ASMR, don't need to hear it. Thank you. No, thank you. Thank you. Excuse me. I think it's in there. I feel like it comes up after you kill him, because it looks like it's right there. Let me try some real quick. I need to get to... Actually, I might be able to dual wield this. Yeah. The one part about the enemy AI that gets my gizzard is whenever they start chasing you, they almost don't stop at all. Like they barely seem to have boundaries past, like, other than like the boundaries of the level. They seem to just follow you where the fuck ever. Okay, that is helpful. That they take like 1 penny's worth, whereas I take the normal amount of dragon fire breath amount. That's cool. That's cool. Good. Gulp. Oopsie. Yeah. I'm sure they don't mind if I'm doing this over here. Excuse me, guys. Okay, I don't think he... I feel like the damage just doesn't go all the way over to that guy as he is right now. Yeah, you gotta kill the dragon to unlock that lever, which is very much, because that means I have to kill everybody on the way up there, since they are all going to be fucking around with me. Oh, thank you, sir. Power of friendship. Woo! Oh yeah, my ass is getting eepy. Haha, remember when I said this was gonna be a long stream? Bitch, we looking at 3 hours maybe. Yeah, I was like an hour ago. I was like, yeah, 3 more hours. Nah. Nice try though. I like it when this guy attacks me when my shield is up, and it goes through my shield. Actually, that's I think my favorite feature about this fight. Oh yeah, I am actually starting to fall asleep while playing the game. Love the damage numbers. Guarantee you if that was me, they would have killed me. Oh, thank you. Thank you. 1 attack strain killed me. Okay, thank you. I can't do this area right now. I'm not high enough level. I mean, I'm certain I'm high enough level, but I just don't think I can kill all these guys right now by myself. Okay, check something real quick. So I'm pretty certain that is where I went to get to those guys. Okay, now. What's up, bitch?
Hello there. This room is not as it seems. There are 2, and only this lovely thing revealed. And this, you lovely thing, shall I provide you? sir. You must. No need for mirror. The gods frown.
Yeah, this is what I was coming back for, because I kind of read it as part of that thing, trying to figure out what was going on with that area. They were like, oh yeah, and also, this lady should
Just speak. That's
be able to move your shit. Oh, okay, cool.
Go ahead.
Oh God. Everybody that went in this area fucking died. Rogue water. Whatever. I'm thinking about the bed right now, man. I'm like, oh man, what if I just fell asleep right fucking now? Ooh, that would be nice. Ooh. What's going on?
But leave me be. The frailty of the weak disrupts. Leave me alone. I'm interested in one thing, dog. Leave me. I'm interested in one thing, dog. You haven't the gift.
Another guy that's like, yeah, you gotta do this specific spell before I teach you some more spells. Which, I mean, yeah, fair enough. Can't see anything. My eyes are barely open. Literally, like, I was, like, not even joking running into that, like, somewhat blind, just because my eyes were, like, closing. Or they were, like, unfocusing. Yeah, I gotta go to sleep. But I will definitely check this out. Probably tomorrow, actually, because tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, I'm off. So tomorrow, we'll see. If it's not tomorrow, it'll be one of my 2 off days that I've got this week. So we'll get her done. I'll get at least 1 stream going in the next couple days. All right. Yeah, sorry, I kind of just haven't said more than like 10 words in the last hour. I just suddenly got very fucking sleepy. And then I kind of ran out of things to say. And whenever I'm talking for too long on these streams, it starts to hurt. End of sentence. It's like, I don't know, like a portion in the back of my, like, I don't know, like part of my skull starts to feel like engorged or something like that whenever I'm talking for too long. Like it just feels like sore, I guess. And then also for some reason, like my throat as well, like the muscles in my throat that don't, I guess they don't see enough talking, they start to hurt as well. I have no fucking idea. Um, but yeah. Anyways, thank you for joining me on Stinkmire's Beguiling Journey. I'm gonna, I think I'm gonna upload these tomorrow, just cause I don't know that I'll be allowed to upload this stream until it's had like a chance to go through the whatever the fuck. And I figured I'd just get them all done at the same time. So that is something that I will most likely do tomorrow. If not tomorrow, I'll go my days off. Let's just see how I feel about it. But I appreciate you stopping by and watching. I'm gonna have all the links to my my Patreon in bio. Now, yeah, appreciate you watching. We did get a decent bit of stuff done today. Beat one of the primal bosses. I think there's 4 that we got to do before we can like move forward in the story. So got that going. Yeah, got a lot of level ups. Same weapon that we've been using since essentially the start, but yeah, it is what it is. We'll figure it out as we go along. Other than that, yeah, appreciate you for stopping by on Stinkmire's Beguiling Journey, and I'm out of here. Bye.